Yeah, quick question, and then if it's quick, and then...
Very quickly, sir.
Yeah. Why should members of Congress be exempt from Affordable Care Act while all have choices of 10 different plans? Leadership doesn't mean you are better than anyone else. It means that you lead by example and equality.
On what I can tell you again in terms of again, this was structured. I'm explaining this. I was elected last year. What the federal government is a large employer, as GE is a large employer, as United Technologies is a large employer. Members of Congress have the option of doing one of two things, as most private citizens do as well, is to, if they are married, they can participate by insurance through their spouse as part of the family system, or they can get their insurance as a federal employee. And that's that. And just in the same way, no one in GE is told you must get off of your program with GE and you must go on to the exchanges. So the decision was made to allow members of Congress to stay on the federal employee plan as their staff do, as a million federal employees around the country do.
And if I could clarify for you, ma'am, if you are a legislative employee in the Senate or the House of Representatives and you want coverage through your federal government, you must go into the marketplace through healthcare.gov.
So my staff is all
unless
they go through other family members and buy outside of the federal system, if they are going to get it through employment.
And that includes your congresswoman. If she wanted to participate in federal coverage through the U.S. House of Representatives, she would have to go through the marketplace. Would have to.
Would have to now that, and they changed that.
And it would be subsidized.
The coverage.
It would be subsidized.
There would be employer contributions, just like any private entity would give their.
I understand that, but the coverage that Congress has is totally different from the American people have. It has to be.
It's not.
It's not.
And it's on healthcare.gov, and you can go and see there are 58 plans that we are being provided to look at, as well as the open market. There are
so what's available to members of Congress is what's available, and that was not always the case, but that's been the case for some period of time. Is the same as is available to federal employees until the recent change, which was to say any member of Congress or anybody working for their staff, on the White House, I think, as well, must purchase, if they're purchasing through their employment as a federal employee, must purchase through one of the exchanges.
No, I do want to make sure
what if you guys choose not to cover, what if you choose not to have a health care insurance plan? Do you guys also have to pay a fine like we do?
Yes. No, we're required to.
Because that's what I thought one of the exemption provisions was.
So now I'm happy to stay behind and talk to everyone about the Affordable Care Act. Unfortunately, the Congresswoman needs to move on to her next event.
And I want to make sure that you do sign up for our newsletter because, like she was saying, she has done a lot of work on the budget and it does share a lot of information about everything she's doing every week. So we are really trying to let folks know what we are doing, what she's doing. This is Mr. Yes, he's actually on his way out. This is Mr. Morrissey.